Live look from the Houston Zoo where you can see all of the flamingos. They've crossed the pond and they're just chilling on their island. Certainly a beautiful day to be around water because it's going to be heating up really quickly. Right now, though, it's air conditioning weather. We've got low humidity and temperatures in the lower 70s. A pleasant start to this afternoon. 72 at Hobby Airport, 73 out at Katy. You can see winds now coming in from the south-southwest, and that westerly component, that's what's going to help us and heat up all the way into the mid-80s. That means if you're heading to the carnival, temperatures reaching 82 by 3, definitely slather on the sunscreen. We can get burned in as little as 20 minutes this time of year. Temperatures tonight slow to cool down by 11 o'clock, upper 60s, so you might want a jean jacket by the time the concert's gone. But as we go the next few days, Brittany, Andy, the heat really heating up.
Yeah, we won't need those jean jackets come the weekend.
Certainly not by Tim McGraw.
Carol.
A live look outside. We've got mostly sunny skies, a few clouds out there, but really not providing a tremendous amount of shade today. It's all about the heat, but right now, still feeling pretty comfortable. Get outside. We've got temperatures sitting in the lower 70s, 71 here in Houston, 75 out in Katy. Humidity still on the lower side, but you can see those winds now coming in from the south-southwest, and that westerly component, that really helps us heat up. As we head through this afternoon, forecast high temperatures going to be climbing into the lower 80s. So taking the dog out for a walk, make sure they have plenty of water, but it's not as warm as we're expected to be the next few days. Tonight's going to be a great night to head out to the rodeo. Lainey Wilson in concert, 4x4 by 81 degrees at 5 o'clock, warm and breezy. Temperatures dropping into the lower 70s by 9, so you could go for a jean jacket, but if you leave the jacket at home, I actually think you're going to be totally fine. As we head through the overnight hours, actual low temperatures dropping into the upper 50s and the lower 60s. And that 60 degrees here in Houston, that's going to be similar to the low temperatures we're going to see for the upcoming week. We're not expecting any more 30s, 40s. 50s and 60s are going to be much more common. As we go through the next few days, you can see Friday and Saturday forecast high temperatures making it into the mid, and then eventually by Tim McGraw, upper 80s. If you're heading out to the rodeo, definitely plan on slathering on the sunscreen and dressing appropriately to where you're not going to be overheated. We've got temperatures staying in the upper 80s through the weekend into next week, and this is because of a high pressure system dome. Look at this. You can see a big ridge over the four corners. When we have a high pressure system that strong, it creates intense heat, record-breaking heat across the four corners. But here in Houston, we're going to be seeing well above average temperatures, and it's also going to prevent us from really seeing rainfall. Look at our extended forecast. Overall, regardless, a live look from the Houston Zoo where you can see the flamingos splashing around in their water. Can't blame them. Temperatures certainly on the warmer side right now. Here in Houston, we're sitting in the lower 80s and upper 70s. Right now, 79 in Tomball, 80 degrees in El Campo. So temperatures a bit warmer than yesterday, but also a touch more humid. You can see these winds coming in from the south-southwest. That's bringing in some of the moisture from the Gulf, and that's going to help our humidity be back to normal by Saturday. Carnival forecast, if you're heading out through this afternoon and evening, temperatures going to be slow to cool down. By 8 o'clock, 75 by the end of the Lainey Wilson concert, dropping through the mid-60s into the 50s. Now, as we look at low temperatures over the next 5 days, you're going to see we're not going to cool down very much. In fact, incredibly mild mornings with us through the weekend. And Andy, when we have mild mornings, that leads to hot afternoons, but more on our scorching weekend forecast coming up.
Caroline, thank you.
Find that it can quickly get into your eyes, your throat, your nose, really can irritate you. So if you do suffer from allergies like myself, like Andy, take those medications because you're going to want to enjoy this beautiful day. We've got plenty of sunshine outside, bright blue skies over downtown Houston, and air temperature a touch on the warm side, but not too bad out there. 78 here in Houston, 71 in Galveston. We're still seeing slightly lower humidity, and whenever we have lower humidity, I think the shade actually makes a big difference. Otherwise, we've got winds coming in from the south-southwest, sustained about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That'll help us stay warm tonight. So if you are heading out to Laney Wilson, should be a fabulous show. 78 by 7. By the end of the night, 72. Grab a jean jacket or leave it at home. I don't think you need to have it. Temperatures are going to be on the mild side. As we go over the next few days, you can see mostly sunny skies, high temperature, upper 80s to near 90 degrees Saturday and Sunday. Those could be the warmest days we've had so far this year. Otherwise, bright sunshine, which means make sure you slather on the sunscreen. This time of year, it can really sneak up on you. Temperature-wise, we are going to be staying well above average. Pardon me, must be that oak tree pollen. And that's because we've got a high pressure system out in the desert southwest. When you have a high pressure system, that means intense heat. It also means with it the possibility of ample sunshine. In fact, with that high pressure, we are going to see a heat dome effect. When I say heat dome, I mean what it does is it compresses the air. It creates sinking motion, and that really heats up the air. Also, without any rising air, you're not going to see any rain chances, which is why not just us here in Houston, but most of the lower 48 being influenced by that high pressure ridge. No rain chances over the next 10 days. Our extended warm weather coming back. So let's talk about the Houston Zoo. A live look out at the elephant exhibit. You can see they're just basking in that sunshine. It feels okay today because we have low humidity and our temperatures aren't near as warm as they're going to be. Right now we're sitting in the upper 70s, a few spots at 80, Katy, 81 degrees, 72 down on the island. Across the board, we've got winds coming in from the south-southwest, nothing like Monday, just 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we head through this evening, clear skies will help us fall through the 60s. So heading out to Laney Wilson, jean jacket, not bad for after the concert, but heads up as we head into early Friday morning, patchy dense fog is going to be possible. Otherwise, the heat is on. But Coralie, Joel, I've got more on our weekend sizzle coming up.
Thank you, Karen.
Approach the weekend, we're going to be talking upper 80s and lower 90s. So this really enjoy it while we have it. Right now, 79 here in Houston, 80 out in Brenham. Humidity still on the low side. We've got winds coming in from the south-southwest, sustained about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Breezier as you approach the coastline, but this is going to help us stay mild tonight. Temperatures dropping through the 70s. If you're heading out to Laney Wilson, that means jean jackets if you want it. I don't really think you have to have it, though, because we'll be mild and foggy potentially as we head into Friday morning. Now, actual air temperature going to continue to climb for Parker McCollum on Friday, 86 degrees at the heat of the day, upper 80s both Saturday and Sunday if you're heading out to the rodeo. Fantastic lineup, but sunscreen, that should also be an essential part to your weekend. The reason why we're getting so warm is this high pressure system out in the desert southwest. This is creating a heat dome. It's bringing with it temperatures well above average and even potentially record breaking. I mean, here in Houston, upper 80s, that'll be the hottest days we've seen so far. And it's possible this weekend, some spots could see their first 90 of the year. Take a look across the state for the weekend. Here in Houston, upper 80s, Austin, 95 degrees for Saturday. Temperatures just keep going up, and like to think I'm mostly right. We've got beautiful weather outside. Live look from the Houston Zoo where you can see the flamingos, some of them chilling on the island, other ones just having a snack here in the sun. It certainly is a nice day to get outside. Not bad for the Houston Zoo. Temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s. This makes us about 5 to 10 degrees warmer compared to this time yesterday. But humidity still on the lower side and a lot cooler than the rest of our 10 days. So do try to enjoy the day today. We've got winds coming in from the coast, sustained about 5 to 10 miles per hour. If you're heading out to the carnival tonight, things looking wonderful. Clear skies, temperatures dropping through the 60s. As we head into our Friday morning, you are going to see the possibility of some patchy, dense fog. That's going to be possible pretty much every single morning from tomorrow morning through the beginning of next week. Actual air temperature, though, to start off our days, going to be pretty mild. You'll notice we're going to be waking up in the mid 60s. And Joel, Coralie, when we've got 60s to start, that means our afternoons are really warm.
I bet that's true.
Okay, thanks, Caroline. We'll see you a little later, and we are also
Going to cause a lot of folks to be uncomfortable. Oak tree, hackberry, pine, ash, those are our primary culprits. So if you're like me, if you're like Coralie, take those allergy medications so you can enjoy our beautiful afternoon. We've got bright blue skies over the Southwest Freeway, plenty of sunshine, actual air temperature warmer than it has been, but not as warm as it's going to be this weekend. So try to get out, try to enjoy this. 72 on the island, 79 here in Houston, 80 degrees for our friends up in Livingston. As we head into the day tomorrow, it's going to be another 5 to 10 degrees warmer than what we're seeing today. Right now, we've got winds coming in from the coast, slowly increasing our humidity, and some of that moisture is going to be possible for some late night fog. Now, that's not going to be until well after Lainey Wilson has exited the stage, which means if you're heading out to the rodeo to watch Lainey on our rotating stage, beautiful night for her. Temperatures at 7 o'clock, 78 degrees, 72 by 9 o'clock. Temperatures pretty mild tonight, so you can bring the denim jacket, you can leave it at home, but I'll tell you what, tonight might be the last rodeo night you can really get away with it, because as we go Saturday and Sunday, you're not going to want those jackets. Forecast high temperatures, upper 80s. These will be the warmest days we've had so far this year, and I bet some locations further inland are even going to hit that wretched 90 degrees in March. Okay, let's talk about why this is happening, because this high pressure system in the desert Southwest. We have a building high pressure ridge, and this creates a tremendous amount of heat, and it also can lead to record breaking heat. The reason why is because a high pressure system rotates clockwise. This leads to sinking air, and when you sink air, compress it, that helps it heat up. Think about it like a bike tire. Not only does it heat up the air, but it also dries it out. And without that rising motion, you're not going to see the ingredients needed for cloud cover and rainfall, which is why through the weekend,